You know, someone probably
Hopefully.
like that little snippet right there. It's probably just gonna catch. Would have gotten us banned. That's funny. Welcome
Oh
to the
yeah.
Outlawz podcast. Look, I know we've been away for a while. Uh, Tamashi's been doing with his personal life and his work life and all that. I've been doing the same. Uh, yeah, things got heavy, things got hard, and we're still here
Mhm.
kicking and screaming. So I hope you enjoy the
Still trying to.
bloodfest. Tama, can I have my chapstick back?
Probably not. Still on the. It's still on the little screen, maybe.
Yeah, you just admitted it. The title of the stream that I didn't tell you is Outlaws Tamashiigaming stole my chapstick. So you just admitted
Nice.
it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. You gotta be a little, thief, little chapstick thief.
Yeah.
Gotta
I'm
hide it.
trying to pull up your stream on YouTube. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I had to take a Benadryl last night. I'm tired. I'm groggy. I feel like absolute horse manure.
Uh, that's fair.
I can't say the other word, okay?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
mean,
Sorry, I didn't want to have two echoes on both sides. I'm checking on yours too.
two echoes. How are you having
Yeah.
echoes?
No, I meant like echoes on between your feedback and the Discord feedback.
Oh
You
yeah,
get
no,
me?
just mute the tab. Yeah, just mute
Yeah,
the
that
tab.
that
Yeah,
that's what I did.
man. See, I just opened it up on yours, and yeah, no, I just mute the tab.
Yeah, that sometimes mine doesn't get muted. I try to, but I guess it's because when I'm hearing something, I forget to mute the tab at the end.
Uh,
So it's it's like the least thing in my mind sometimes.
I don't. Yeah, no, I just mute the tab because like, yeah, I still want to leave alert, still support you, and at the same time,
Hmm.
it helps me memorize where the tab is because you know how bad my tab list is.
Oh yeah.
It's gotten worse. I actually cleaned it.
Oh, for real?
That's when you know there's a problem.
Oh yeah.
I would take a screenshot and send it to you, but it would mess up the podcast. Yeah.
Oh, that's something weird. Oh, something weird on my side. Do you see anything on my side?
Yeah. Uh,
Hmm.
I mean, like, I
Because my side,
see, I see the black bar underneath my webcam with the green line. Yeah.
hmm.
I see all that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. YouTube is just playing diddling with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I'm on the like live the bar where it says like, oh, you're live on this side and there's your chat, right?
Yeah.
And apparently it just pulled out like just the YouTube screen saying, oh, it's like you're live, but there's no video feed of like, oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, Tama,
But yeah.
I got, I got something for us to talk about. Uh,
Mm.
we're gonna have to watch our words quite a lot, but it's
Mm-hmm.
also very popular right now, and I'd say we don't. Uh, here's the thing. Is your family from Mexico? Yeah.
Some of my family members, but originally my parents' wives legally were illegal.
Yeah.
So we done our papers, we done all this and that. There
Yeah.
was a time where our area had a struggle because it was once Mexico, and we had to actually fight for citizenship.
Yeah.
So once the border came over us, there was like a huge conflict with it. So we got it. It's just, there was a struggle during that time.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about the illegal immigrants that are now crossing the border, being given fully activated visas that have no limits on them? They're basically prepaid. They are also given free healthcare. They can also get federal jobs, as in police officers or working in the United States Navy, without being accepted into the United States of America. And
Mm.
also, if they want to change their entire gender, our government is paying for it too.
There's a huge conflict with that, honestly. Like, I see both sides and I've heard both discussions on that. And honestly, I can get the empathy on some people saying, well, the innocent people. There's like innocent versus, the bad. Of
Yeah,
course, people are going to relate towards the bad more than the innocent. Of course, this is why I'm like putting the difference on that. The innocent people I can understand. Maybe, like I said, even though there's like a huge danger, like you all say, right, with the bad people, maybe they should have done was do a little bit more on the background check, like on that person itself. Even though they're bringing in people, it would be best to add in a more precaution on that, saying, okay, you're good, we can let you in. But if you're bad, we're going to kick you out. So if you're a part of something, yeah, we shouldn't be touching that.
yeah. And I
So,
understand that tenfold. I'm just saying like in California did pass new legislative uh
mhm.
bureaucrat nonsense where illegal immigrants are now allowed to become a police officer working within the department, still put them for training, housing, and all that, and not even have a green card. And these are illegal immigrants. These are not people who have been vetted, processed, or anything. These are straight up illegal.
Yeah,
Like they don't know
there's a
who they are.
conflict. Yeah, and that's a conflict on itself too. Let alone, let's just say we have an issue in general with police departments, right? Like people just even applying for the job. So I can imagine, the United States saying, "Hey, we need more people there. We're gonna add them. We don't care who it is, what it is." I'm like, it's a bad thing.
Yeah,
Like honestly, you need to check that background check. If citizens have to go through a background check, so do immigrants as well too. Just to be fair, like say, "Hey, you're good. We'll allow it." And it sucks that like if it's like exactly what you're saying, right? They're just putting them in there without any background check, then that's a quite danger on itself. Because then there's a little bit more corruption adding into that.
not only that, I see it as a way for the government to control us more. So, for example, uh, let's say I was an illegal immigrant coming from Mexico into the United States, and I was greeted at the California border saying, "Hey, here's a gun, here's a badge, put this uniform on, and follow my orders exactly, and you'll be able to be an American citizen.
Oh
Disobey
yeah.
my orders, and you go back to Mexico."
Oh yeah. They did this during the past as well too with us,
Yeah,
sadly.
yeah. But the
As
thing
they
about it is that they will do whatever they want to stay in America, and if
oh
that
yeah.
means killing innocent civilians,
Yeah, it gets serious. That's the thing that what's happened during the past, I think. And it's repeating itself because I remember in the past it happened with, I'm trying to be censored on this one, but African descent, right? There was a promise to them, and it happened the same thing between Mexicans too, where we were promised if we worked for our nation, we get our citizenship, right? And that's what's happening. They're
yeah,
trying to repeat the same thing, but this time, during that time, it was not promised to us, and we don't know if that's going to hold promise to now
yeah,
either. So what they're doing is, yeah, you're right. It could be control because they say, well, if a person's illegal, they're going to do anything to get that citizenship.
yep.
So if it goes against their own race, ethnicity, however you prefer, it
Moral
will go that way.
ethics.
Oh yeah, moral and ethics too.
Yeah.
It goes off the roof, and that's what's pretty scary in itself. And
You
it's
know,
like I said, right now, right? Hmm?
it's even more scary.
Hmm.
A lot of states are banning social media.
Oh yeah, big time. Right now they're trying to prevent. Oh, propaganda's there already. It's been there since the beginning. It's just that they're making it more worse, where they just want to control the social media. And don't get me wrong, I can understand, and I know they're trying to preach, but it's a blanket. We all know it. That they're saying that it's because social media is cyberbully. It has done this and that to some people. I'm like, okay, yes, social media has an issue with that, but why are you taking the whole general like control of that? Because now you're putting it on, you know, government to say whatever gets put in based on their opinion. So
Not only
if
that,
someone
they
were to,
control the entire narrative as well.
yeah, they can change the narrative, and that's what makes it very, very difficult. Now, does social media needs to change their ideology when it comes to, fixing their issue with, cyberbully, IP stolen, social security, all that stuff? Yes, that does show follow towards the people who control the media. They need to fix that. Just fix it. That's all it is. If you fix it, everything should be handled correctly. But they don't. So that's the issue. And if only they listen to what people are saying, hey, can you fix this? Rather than just ignoring it, it's like, nah, it's just on the person. I'm like, dude, you're setting yourself up. Like literally.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it holds sentimental to a lot of people. Like they don't realize it.
As of right now, the only two places I know that did those bans is New York and Florida. However, this is where I see it all like connecting. We now have it so illegal immigrants are now able to join the California police force. At the same time, they're also able to join the United States Navy, so our fucking military. However,
Yeah.
at the same time, in two states, they have banned social media, so now they basically control the entire narrative. Now, when I say banned social media, apparently it's like everyone under a certain age.
Oh yeah.
So
Depends
like,
on a certain age.
yeah, so like Florida, it's like 16 or younger.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is that like what is actively going on is they are controlling the narrative. They are, if they don't want something released, they're not going to release it. So if you're watching this, something went wrong, and I'm very happy you're watching this, but I don't know how. However, I feel like what's going to happen here in the future is we will no longer respect the United States of America. There would be a revolution or whatever, and they are currently beefing up their numbers to make it so that they can squash us. The deal the president of the United States, Joe Biden, made or tried to make with the Texas governor, I forget his name because I don't really give a fuck about this topic, uh,
Mm-hmm.
said, how about we only allow 5,000 illegal immigrants into the nation?
Mm-hmm.
I say one is too many, and the reason why is because no one they're already breaking the laws as soon as they come in, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's gonna stop them from breaking another law? Not getting caught?
Yeah. The only thing is that it's a contradicting to itself because we already have a law that states, like here in Texas now,
Yeah,
specifically, that like if you're a legal immigrant, we can literally deport you. And if you're like with someone that was illegal, you get sent to jail. So, like I said, like bringing in illegal immigrants kind of like contradicts itself because now it's like, okay, they're going to help us, right? And I can see this as a loophole where at some point the United States help us. Like they help the United States, right?
yeah,
And then at some point they're going to be like, you broke the law. We're going to take you back. I'm like, why? Because it's in the law in Texas. So Texas is going to be the first one. So to
yeah.
do it after. And
Well,
it's kind of like being used.
you heard about Oklahoma, New York, and other places where there was this one governor who signed a new law,
Hmm.
and there was like this HOA or someone like that where they wanted to go into everyone's house, like door to door, and look at how many available rooms they have in their house. So then this way they could put a family in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all right, think about it like this, right? If someone came to my house and said, "Oh, you have one spare bedroom, we're gonna put an illegal family in there."
Mm-hmm.
You think that's safe in my house?
No. As far as I know, people have a fear of safety, regardless
Yeah,
of
no,
whoever it
but
is.
it doesn't matter like that. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like, fucking 4-year-old little Timmy comes into my room and it's like, "Oh, hey, AK-47, yes?"
Mm-hmm. Now you're responsible for the little Timmy, which kind of
Exactly.
sucks.
But what if little Timmy finds a knife in the kitchen cabinet, or like, you know, opens a jar of peanut butter and is
Oh
allergic
yeah,
to peanuts?
yeah. You're held responsible.
Yeah,
That's it sucks.
but like, like that's what I'm saying. If the kid kills my cat, it's probably all good and fine and happy and dandy and all this. But then, that kid gets a gun and kills my neighbor. Does that
Yeah.
feel
There,
good?
no. There's a like I said, like there's still a responsibility there, sadly. So, of course, that's also another contradiction to itself. What if you have someone that's not in the right state of mind too,
Yeah,
as
but
well
like
as
it's a
kids?
little kid, 4 years old. The kid doesn't even know
Yeah,
better. Yeah,
yeah, even the kid. Yeah, that's one. And like I said, you don't know if you're gonna have someone that's not the right state of mind too.
yeah, but it's
Like, and
it's a little kid. I mean, like, come on, you never played Cowboys and Indians? Oh wait, sorry, that's sensibly I forget the word that the side uses.
it's insensitive if they can call
Yeah,
it that way.
yeah. I'm I'm
But
sorry, but
yeah,
it's just
I-
stupid as fuck, Like,
yeah,
why should I have
as
to care for an entire family of people when I can barely care for myself?
yeah. If anything, they should provide more funding to you, like a lot of funding.
Yeah, I mean, like, all right, think about it. All right, Tama, how much money do you spend on groceries a week?
Oh, dude, I could count how much already. I already spent quite a lot on money lately.
Yeah,
And I can tell you,
so add 7 people that you don't know.
okay, let's see. If it costs me right now, the price is between 400. So 400 times 7 people. And based on my wage as
So
well, it's low.
seven more on top of your.
Yeah, seven.
Yeah,
Yeah, seven more. That's what I'm saying. Like, let's just say 400 times seven more people. That add up to 2,800, which I can't even, like, my paycheck cannot afford.
yeah. But you want to know what the states are giving to people in compensation?
Hmm.
A $20 Target gift card.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is a low ball shit. Like,
Here's the thing,
no,
they only got one.
that's more low ball. Like, that's
Yeah,
inhumane at that point.
yeah. And this is for
There's like,
families that have actually had this happen to them.
mm,
Yeah. Like, I'm okay. If I could, like, walk portions of my house, like interior with like deadbolts and things like that, okay?
hmm
And like, you know, I the illegal family that would be moving in apparently would be like, entirely safe and all this other stuff. They won't be terrorists and they even get jobs and work and help, afford groceries and things like that. I would still not want that because, like it would no longer be my house that I worked for. It is now the state's house that they can do whatever the fuck they want. Because
oh
if
yeah,
you look at it, right, like if we worked this hard to go and get our apartments, our houses, our living statuses, our beds, like we are the ones who afforded everything inside our house. And then, an illegal family just crosses the border and then they get put in our house. How's that fair?
Oh yeah. To some people, they feel like they want to have, like I said, there's a difference, right? Like there's people that feel like they worked hard for it, and
Yeah.
it feels unfair to them. And then there's some people that's like, okay, I'll do it. And it's like, it's fine. I get you. So if you're one of those people, it's like, I'll do it. It's like, yeah, it's fine. But you're looking at another people demographic that worked hard for their stuff. So it's kind of like, you got to be fair with them too. And what happened?
Oh, it's still there. It's just a different angle. Okay, sorry. I thought you removed all your religious stuff.
No, it's still here.
Yeah, no, it's just a different angle. I don't see it. That's why
Yeah,
I
it's
was
because
like,
I
"What, Tama? No."
no, I have two cameras. So one's in a different angle.
Yeah, no, it's yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
one you're looking at the first angle right in front of me.
Yeah. So I saw like no crucifix or anything. I'm like, Tama, no.
No, no, it's there. It's still there.
Yeah,
It's collecting dust though, but it's there.
yeah. But yeah, no, I see what you're saying. And I agree tenfold. But like, you know, if I man, like
Yeah, I get you. That sentiment hurts hard to some people.
yeah, but we are
Like you,
also paying for it out of our taxes, and
yeah.
we're being made fun of by the president.
Hmm. Well, in
The
general,
president
yeah.
flat out fucking did like a little press conference, and he flat out said, "I would fix the border. Give me the money. Give me the
Hmm.
power to do it."
Hmm.
It's like he is the president. Like the fuck, what?
Yeah, fortunately, right now, or the border is mostly controlled by Texas right now. So I don't know.
Well, okay, you gotta understand. There's a larger portion of the border than
Yeah.
just
Okay.
Texas. You know,
Depends on the. Yeah, it depends on where you're at.
yeah.
Sadly, it's.
Come on, Alabama also holds a border because of the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh yeah, like I said, like it depends on which border they're referring to. So, uh, over here, yeah, it's mostly controlled by us. I don't know. Well, mostly based on who, but yeah, there was a little dispute between both of them.
Yeah,
I know that for sure.
but you see what I'm saying?
So,
Like we
mhm,
had one of the most secured borders in our entire history, and I'm talking statistics again. I'm not talking politics. I'm talking statistics. I actually like looking at it and I'm looking at the actual numbers of it. We had the most
mhm,
secure border with the least amount of entries and all that stuff. There were still entries, but yeah, not as many. And now we have seen millions come in within weeks.
no, yeah, just a bit of transparency. It's not just Mexico. There's other places that are like receiving like refugee, like they're still illegal immigrants to begin with because they came in with an asylum basically. So,
Yeah,
or like the
like
United States
Venezuela,
took them in.
Chile, and other things. Yeah,
Yeah, and Russia as well. Because I know there was a person that a family member talked about that was once here but moved to Russia, and then they have to come back, and they realized it was so easy for them to come back
yeah,
because they gave up their citizenship, like legitimately they did.
yeah,
So it's like they said, I'm surprised I'm able to get in so quickly compared to what the border used to be, or you have to go through a longer process just to get
yeah.
in.
I saw this dude. Uh, so he was born American. He's
Hmm.
white, all that. His wife is from Mexico City, and she uh spent her entire life going into America. She did it the right way with all the paperwork, all that, all the necessities. She got a work visa and she came in and she started immediately going to college and she became one of the most I think radiologists or something like that. Like she works within the medical field on those machinery things. I'm not a doctor, but she spent her entire life doing that. She's $300,000 in debt
Oh,
to
oh yeah,
the colleges.
Oh yeah, colleges has been quite a nightmare. People are already reevaluating what it means to be in college now. So,
Oh yeah, no. But the thing about it is that they're pissed that these illegal immigrants that are coming into America are being handed these Visa cards that basically have no fucking limit on them,
hmm
along with free housing, food, transportation, medical, like full medical. Like, Tama, if we go, we have a copay. They don't.
hmm
And like, if we went in for like something cosmetic, we have to cover it out of our own pocket. Yeah,
hmm
they don't.
hmm
They have free healthcare, something that we've been bitching about for years.
oh yeah, and that is something like I said, it's not. That's also a thing that kind of sucks. But
Yeah,
they want us to pay attention to them. But in actuality, we should be being pissed at the government, saying, "Hey, where's our shit that we've
yeah,
been asking for?" Like, it was like, don't get me wrong, we're not bashing at the immigrants here.
yeah. No, we fucking we
No, it's
are
like,
all immigrants. Like the fuck.
yeah, yeah, like we're fine. We're fine with that. They getting providing what they need because of their situation. It's
Yeah,
just a matter of the where what the fuck. Like, hey, where's our shit? We've
yeah.
been fighting for that for so long.
I mean, like for fuck's sake, Tama, how much in debt in the college are you?
Oh, I'm still at 10,000 or something around that range. It increases by interest, so it'll
Yeah,
get there.
but it's free college now, and you still have to pay.
Oh yeah, some people got their debt relieved, but I'm not one of the few.
Yeah,
So,
but like that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, all right, the system for illegal immigrants to come into America is god awful. It is heart wrenching. It is horrible. It is horrendous. It's really bad, really,
hmm
really fucking bad. But
mm.
apparently, you can just cross the border and get a fucking visa and all this other stuff, and then the government's like, "Hey, we love you. Here's a gun. Here's a badge to go kill innocents." You know, like,
I can see what's going on, and surprisingly, there is, like I said, this is a controversy on itself, like on its own. Let's just
yeah,
say, right?
yeah,
And it's like people get pissed off. Just us, let's be honest, Mexican here, right? I know what's going on. Like people are going to be upset, and like I said, I'm not trying to bash out other communities have their own problems,
yeah,
but we're next.
yep,
Us Mexicans are next. We are the ones in line literally being used and abused, and no one's actually like understanding that behind the scenes is like, yes, other ethnicities as well as race is dealing their issues. You don't know what's going behind the scene, that we are being used to go against you, and it's sad. It's like, bro, we've been struggling and you left us on the high road, like saying, nah, we'll deal with you last. I'm like,
yeah,
and it's hitting there. Like now they're using us as pawns to deal with it, like the government's issues. Like they say, hey, we want to control you, so we're going to use this ethnicity.
yep,
We're not considered a race, so that's also a thing that cut us off. So it says, oh, you're one of us. I'm like, yeah, that was quite easy. It
yeah.
was like,
It's fucking stupid.
yeah, that's like we had books literally stating ahead of time that we are next in line. And
Yeah,
like I said, nobody paid attention to that and says, no, that's racist. It's like we are struggling more than you. And I was like, bruh, we're being brainwashed the fuck over here,
yeah.
believing we are the high and mighty, even though we're being used as pawns.
I mean,
That's
like,
what's going on.
check this out. So the whole cop thing, right, where they would bring in like all these illegals and give them guns and badges and all those things, and like send them on the public, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can name another instance when it's happened within the United States of America and it's overlooked so much. But once I say it, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I remember that." Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember when all the Irish people were fleeing from Ireland because of Great Britain and the potato famines and World War II and all those things? And we came on
Mm-hmm.
boats and we came over and they're like, "Hey, here's a gun, here's a badge, here's a uniform, go kill."
Oh yeah.
That's why
They,
we had so many Irish cops within like Boston, New York, and all those other things. That's why the stereotype of, those cops in those regions are Irish.
oh yeah. You you guys were part of it. Like
Yeah,
ironically.
yeah,
And
and I
it's like I said,
understand.
we're yeah, that's why we're next. That's why it's like people have been screaming off their ass. I was like, come on, bro. If we don't see it, it's like
Yeah,
a lot of us in our younger generation, even Gen Z out of all people, are aware of the situation on that part. Like,
I doubt
well,
that.
in my ethnicity. But yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
maybe.
think about it like this, right? The older
Hmm.
generations, older than us, what is like their common themes about them? Like their work ethic, their beliefs, their promises. Like yeah,
Hmm.
they're all about like uh, go serve your country, join the military. Oh, you're not going in the military? Go into college, get better education, do all that. You know,
Hmm.
like work hard your entire life and you'll be rich as fuck, right? Yeah.
Yep. A life of promise that never got promised.
Yeah, but see, when it comes to that, yeah,
Hmm.
nowadays, I'm gonna use this as an example, okay? Nowadays, when you would work the same jobs with them, the same education and all this other stuff, you're gonna be the poorest of the fucking poor, okay? You're 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 fucked, yeah?
Yep.
You do things our way, then you're better off. You got way to fuck more and you did a lot better, yeah?
Hmm.
But then when you do it the unconventional fucking way, then you're gonna be well the fuck set off, yeah?
Hmm.
But the thing about it is that the unconventional way, no one can do it. No one's able to do it. And the reason why is not because of us. It's not because of the economy or anything. It's held from us because we are not able to get those necessary fucking tools in order to excel. Think about it like this, right?
Hmm.
If you never learned your name or you never learned how to write, how would you spell your name?
That would be quite difficult.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't even
No.
know. If you didn't know your fucking name, someone comes up to you, what's your name? I don't know. You
Hmm.
wouldn't know. So, what happens when people go to school and don't learn the Constitution? They don't learn the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth amendment.
Hmm.
They're not going to learn it. They're not going to know it. They're not going to have any information on it. So therefore, when you get pulled over by a cop and they ask you for your identification, you're just going to hand it over. They tell you to step
Hmm.
out the car, you're going to step out the car. They ask you where you're coming from, you're going to tell them. The thing about
Hmm.
it is that you can plead the fifth and not answer any of their goddamn questions and request a fucking lawyer present during any and all questions. And if they ask you another question after that, you have a fucking lawsuit that you can sue them and make money because they broke your constitutional fucking rights.
Hmm.
But no one fucking knows this.
Of course, it's been heavily replaced. I've seen it through high school. They
Yeah.
moved it in different sections. Like it should have been taught in general, like in history.
But
I say history,
who
but
controls the education?
the government.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Wouldn't the
pretty
government
much us.
make it so that we would learn about the government?
Yeah. The only reason why I know about the Constitution is because I was in high school by mistake, I say, law enforcement. So I learned it that way.
Yeah,
So I wasn't in a section where I was like I didn't know what I wanted, but I learned it. But it's sad that some people don't know it because they're in a different section like nursing, like other categories, and it's not taught. It's not said like, okay, you
yeah,
need to know your constitution, your laws, or at least laws. Like
yeah.
not often do we get taught by our laws.
Like, when is it
Heck.
okay to speed?
Hmm?
When is it okay to speed?
Oh yeah. It's like
It's your question.
to us over here to us it's 100, but the
Yeah.
actual laws states 80, like 80 or 70. That's it.
Well, it's all dependent on the road. It's the school zone. Do 80. Oh, there's a kid. Don't hit the brakes. No, but what I'm saying is that like it's all fucked. And the thing is, it's only gonna get worse
Oh
because
yeah, they're
we are
gonna.
no longer a democracy. This is an
Um,
authoritarian system.
yeah, control. Yeah, because slowly, little by little, and I think the government had realized we're starting to be aware with the situation already, like
Yeah,
what's going on. I think even a famous philosopher stated, and I think this was Michael Foucault. Foucault. It's hard to say his last name, but he stated based on security, government, and the situation around us. We are monitored. We are watched 24/7.
yep,
Whatever we do, they know. And they will keep you in that place as long as they want
yep,
because they want you to feel fear and know that you're if you go any further down the line, you will get attacked or you will be gone for a long time for no reason.
yeah. And it's not just that. It's
Mm,
there's more to it. So think about it like this. Why the
mm,
fuck did we go to war with Iraq, Afghanistan, Yemen, Iran, Pakistan, and more?
mm,
9/11,
mm,
the earth-shattering moment that shattered the world and changed security for everything and everyone for the rest of our
mhm.
lives.
Yep.
Why did it take us 20 years to kill Osama? At the same time, why the fuck did we lose what $17 trillion literally the day before? And we
Oh
got
yeah,
a
that
press
that
briefing saying we couldn't find it.
yeah, that's what's kind of the mystery. Like someone said, like there's some people that say a blanket over a blanket, hide the bigger issue with another bigger issue.
Yeah, but like, we already knew the towers wanted to get hit because, there's a car bombing underneath what I think the South Tower. But much digress. How many wars are we in right now?
So many that we don't even know that's going on as well too.
I do.
Mm,
So, people nowadays are saying we are not actively at war. We are. We have declared war on a nation and still at war with that nation, and it is by far the longest war we have ever been in.
mm,
The Korean War.
mm.
That
That's
is
crazy.
still dedicated as an actual war. Okay, like we're
So it's still
still,
active.
yeah, it's still active. Just like how World War II never ended because Japan is apparently still fighting Russia over territory.
Oh,
That's still a thing. Here's the deal. All the other little things that we have started, like Yemen, Ukraine, Israel, and more, those ones are all like considered proxy wars, or you know,
they're hidden wars, like literally to keep
they're
us occupied.
they're not wars. They are operations. They're
Hmm.
they're not anything that need to be classified to Congress saying, "Hey, we want to support them" or anything as such. It's literally like, "Hey, humanitarian aid." So they're operations. They're not wars. They're not that. So therefore, the I think it's $14 trillion we've given Ukraine is entirely justified. The I think 3 or 5 trillion to Israel is entirely okay. And the Yemen and how we're bombing them into the sands is apparently okay. Including that kid with the drums.
Mm,
Yeah, there's a kid with drums. Like there's a kid in the middle of the desert playing drums and they bombed him.
mm.
He was in the middle of
That's sad.
fucking nowhere just drumming and yeah.
That's pretty sad,
Yeah, it's
honestly.
it's just a kid playing drums and they bond the fuck out of him. Not like one, like not five, like a lot more.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's like an overkill,
yeah. No, it was just kid playing drums. Da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah,
and that's a horrible way to die,
but can you name
honestly.
the
But
president that did it?
was it Biden
No,
or who is it?
Obama.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Obama also bombed a cafe that had a fuckload of innocent American civilians in it, claiming that there was a terrorist in there. But how does the operation happen? CIA agent was saying, "Hey, our target is still not in the vicinity. And he's just like, release the bombs. 15 innocent civilians from America were killed in that blast
Mm.
because the overhead, Houston or whatever, they heard him say the target is in the vicinity, not
Oh,
the
the
target is
communication.
not. Yeah.
So it was an error on communication wise, but that still was still a disaster.
Yes, but even if the target was in the vicinity, it wouldn't have been even fucking worth it because you're just killing innocent civilians.
Hmm.
So no matter what, the objective was still to bomb the fuck out of the area.
Hmm. So basically, they didn't take any control, like saying, "Hey, we're gonna go down there and take care of it," rather than
Like, hey,
bombing.
we're gonna put a person in here. You let us know when the target's there. That's all you have to do. Okay. Hey, the guy's still not here.
Yeah, yeah, that's like an overkill too when you overthink that too.
Yeah,
Or when you look back, when you think about it,
yeah. But like, who the fuck is gonna be talking about this?
not a lot of people, and that's the thing about it when it comes to politics. They hide a lot of things that all of us don't know. Sadly, you probably like it's the least of what you know too compared to me as well too. Like there's more of a like archive of it, and not and the further you go, the harder it is.
And
So
I mean, like, everything's also changing. Like,
at a
you know,
constant movement, yeah,
yeah, no, straight up. Like, when you would actually like look at the history, you would see that there's a lot of black ink, a lot of files redacted, and all this other stuff. I mean,
yeah,
for fuck's
it's a
sake,
lot black.
when the CIA was flying planes over the eye of the Sahara, why the fuck is all of those papers redacted, even though they're just studying the land?
Yeah,
I can send you the proof of it. I still have it on my computer. You know I do. But
I know.
when it comes to the Eye of the Sahara, it's a fucking desert with just salt. Why are the papers redacted? There's no military bases. There's no infrastructure. There's no electrical. There's nothing.
Hmm.
Why the fuck is it all redacted?
Hmm.
Just like
There's
how they're
always hit.
flying planes over the pyramids and fucking doing ground penetrating radars into the pyramids. Why are those redacted?
Yeah, there's a lot of things we're like hidden from, and that proves a lot of point that there's the government just hides it,
Yeah.
and they're covering a lot of stuff, regardless of what it goes to.
But
That's
see,
a reason. Hmm?
we're all short minded though.
Hmm.
We're all getting caught up within the little proxy wars, all the little details, all the little knickknacks and paddywhacks. When it comes down into the grain of sand, right?
Hmm.
We're in four wars. Taylor Swift released a new album, you
Of
know,
course.
but you see, like, we're all caught up within that. If we could all, as a society, as, the human race, could collectively work together, put our differences aside. Look, Tamashi, you are
Hmm.
Hispanic and your name is Japanese and some other things. If me and you can put our differences aside and correlate and work together, why can't, the Houthis work together with the Chinese?
I don't know. It's all about power, I guess. But it would be nice, like honestly, to like have everyone work together. Honestly, it would solve a lot of problems. World
Yeah.
peace, hunger, housing,
The
money
electrical
issues.
problem,
Yeah,
innovation, cars,
dude. Even viruses like coming out.
disease,
Like, hmm?
diseases.
Yeah, diseases are the most one that's coming out very quickly, and people don't realize that.
Yeah,
Scientists have been saying it for so long, saying you need to prepare your shit.
yeah,
If you don't, you are all fucked, regardless of who's the most powerful person in the world.
yeah. But
It's
I mean,
like,
like, even the diseases in Siberia that have been dormant because they've been frozen fucking solid
oh yeah,
for
and
whoever
they're
knows how long.
Yeah. And they're aware with that too. It's like, dude, gotta make a change. Like, there's no way you can contain that shit for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, what the fuck was it? Not smallpox. Actually, no, wait, it was smallpox.
Yeah, smallpox is like an issue way back then, and people didn't take that serious.
Yeah, no, that's in Siberia. They found deer infected with it.
Oh, that's messed up. There's even the Deca. There was even the malaria of a lot of things that
Yeah,
can kill you.
yeah,
Deca was one of them. Like, dude, if you had one and you survived, that's awesome. But if you got a second variant of it, you are fucked. There is no vaccine. There is nothing. You are dead.
yeah. But like,
That's
how the
that.
fuck did these deer have smallpox? Like, we eradicated
Yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah. But no, what I'm getting at is like we could solve all these problems. But like even the problems you just listed, Tama, are lowball.
Oh yeah, they're low ball. There's more.
Yeah, think about the Dyson sphere.
Oh yeah, that one.
You know, we could build that
Hmm.
if we just work to fuck together.
I know, but none of us are gonna listen.
Yeah, but
Sadly.
at the same time, we could also harvest energy from the earth and give everyone free electrical and, have it be wireless as well.
Hmm.
At the same time, fucking when it comes to vehicles, we could go fully electric, but we could also go hydrogen.
Oh
You'll
yeah.
burn cleaner, it's free, it's everywhere.
Oh
People,
yeah. But
people don't realize that.
anything,
It's in the fucking
yeah,
atmosphere, man. Chill.
anything revolutionary that does not cost like or make money is gonna be erased. Like sadly, because
Yeah.
people want profit. That's what capitalism is. Like it has to have profit in order to be there to begin with.
But see, here's the thing. If we stopped with like the currency and all of it, right?
Yeah.
Here's how we could fix the entire fucking world, okay?
Hmm.
Everyone has the fundamental rights to food, water, electrical, internet, and more.
Hmm.
You can still have jobs, you can still work your job, still do your things, you can pay for unessentials, okay?
Hmm.
However, food, water, electrical, internet, all entirely free. And with the electrical being free, it's harvested through the fucking earth. So it doesn't even need people to work those jobs. It's just done automatically. Done.
Oh
All
yeah.
we have to do is just event the systems, right? That's it.
Oh yeah. A
Nikola
lot of people
Tesla
have thought.
did it. Yeah, but
A lot of people have thought about that. Even a person like coworkers said the same thing. Then it would be so nice just to get up and just go to work and not worry about money, like
yeah,
food, finances, nothing. I would just work. I
yeah,
don't
but like
care what the
you can
job
still
is.
pay rent. Like you could
Yeah,
still pay for the rent. I'm just saying food, water, electrical, like basic human fucking necessities. Your housing? Nah, fuck that. Worked for, bitch.
yeah. And I think that's what could be provided too by other companies, places. It's like, hey, just
Yeah.
pay me and I work for you. Like, pay me the amount that I need to sustain myself.
Yeah.
Like, no, well, what's my housing? What's my, like, it doesn't matter the price as long as you can afford it. That's the thing.
Yeah. But like the thing about it is that like when it comes to the economic standpoint, if you were to run your nation like this and still mix in our current ties where you have to work for your food, that
Hmm.
makes it so that like in Germany back in 1944, we can't say the N word. Uh,
Yep.
different N word. Anyways, uh, they were paying wheelbarrows of money for a loaf of bread.
Damn.
So we can't have the food mixed in with the economic system. So that's why it makes it into a human right.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
now, when it comes to this, when people are working, their tax money, we don't take it out of their paycheck. When they would go and, buy extra food, that money can be used to pay those farmers. But also taxes for like housing or whatever could also be used to pay for the farmers. So like they do the work, government pays them
Hmm.
because it would be a human right across the board.
Yeah.
So even homeless people have food. There would be no more starving children unless their parents are
Oh,
assholes, and there's that.
yeah. Sustaining life at least for a while.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. When you would actually sit down and start talking about it and start working through it, that's when you can actually start resolving those problems. Like, for example, how would us, me and you, Tama, fix the
Hmm.
medical system within America?
Oh, there needs to be like I gotta admit, like there is no restriction to the medical field that they abuse the shit out of it. Like
There
there
is,
should be a
but not
mm,
for them.
yeah, not for them. It's for the public, yes, but
Yes.
not for them.
But how would we
And
fix it?
go at them, pretty much.
Exactly. We have to take them head on. But
Hmm.
here's how you could fix it.
Mm.
We build our own fucking hospitals.
Oh yeah,
Seriously,
that's a possible.
that's actually how that works. So if they have their hospital and the water in this water bottle is all the money, okay? They
Hmm.
take that money and use that to expand them rapidly, right? Thing is that the medical industry, they make each hospital in America costs over $100 billion to manufacture. Each hospital in America makes over $1 trillion a year.
Hmm.
My hospital diagnosed me with a hiatal hernia when I had ulcers. I was projectile vomiting blood, and they diagnosed me with a hiatal hernia. Wanted to do a 3-day surgery on me
Hmm.
that would put me in the hole of 750 something $1,000 because they thought
Damn.
I had a hiatal hernia, but I only had ulcers. You know what I needed to do? Not stress, eat regularly, and just chill. That's
Oh
it.
yeah.
That's it. I didn't eat for like 3 days, had horrible things happen within my life, and I had ulcers because I just consumed a lot of acid and stuff. But straight up, they wanted to do that, put me in the hole, all this. And apparently, they put me into collections as well. They're trying to get their money from me when I've already paid for it.
Oh
They,
yeah.
I shit you not, they put me in collections and it's on my credit score and all this, and they want me to pay that, but I've already paid it in full.
Mm.
I had to declare bankruptcy before I was even 18.
Damn.
Yeah, so I've already paid for it, done it, and they put me in the collections. That's how crooked my fucking hospital is. But here's the deal
Yeah.
with this, right? When it comes
Hmm.
into this little bracket, you do not need credit to buy a car, buy a house, whatever. We own the house, I own my car. Fuck you. Here's the deal. If we work together, we can solve all the issues. When you sit here and talk about these issues, is when we can actually work upon them. So you put up a plan, you start going through it step by step. That's how you get it done. However,
Hmm.
when we want to help people, when we want to do the best things in the world, that's when people will crack down on us. Us having this conversation, I would not be surprised if we got a cease and desist letter from something or some entity or something like that, or our YouTube channel gets shut down. I would not be
Hmm.
surprised.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, like, think about it. If we made this hospital that I don't want to go into detail about because, yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure they'll just keep a note on it on how you do it.
Yeah, but I also want to do it. That's the fun part.
Yeah.
The thing
That's that.
about it is that I know how I can fix the medical system and I want to do it. I want to help. I want to do it.
Hmm.
I have my ways. But the thing about it is that if we were to do it, we have to fight tooth and fucking nail. We have to completely and utterly fight the government bureaucratically and all this
Like
just to
yeah.
like even purchase the fucking land for it.
Yep, there's the land there, and then when it comes to building it, and then when it comes to the system, like even if you want to make it your way, right? There's always a system put into you saying, no, you can't do that. I'm like, you're gonna have to find loopholes just to get there,
Yeah,
which is that sucks. But like I said, the laws kind of overpower you on that part too.
yeah. But see, I know an ultimate loophole.
Mm.
And this one I am not willing to say online, really. I mean to
No.
you, yes, privately, but recorded like this, hell no. And Tama, when I tell you this, either after the stream or whatever, you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, what the fuck? How?" And I'll show you
Hmm.
3 different incidents where it happened.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Anyways, fucking the only way to make things better is by working together. And if no one wants to
Mm.
work together, that's only gonna make things worse. So that's why I wanted to make Outlawz. So then this way we can actually work forward, grow, do all these things because the government's gonna crack down on us because they want to be in entirely full control. We want to live
Well,
our lives the best we can.
oh yeah, it happens, and it's like, well, I don't know about the government, but I'm pretty sure, regardless, they'll find a way to make it silent. But um, yeah, all of us want to make a change. It's just it sucks that you can't grab it because the government has more control over that.
I mean, at the same time, it's not like, you know, like what if you had the option to just stay at home every day, play video games, eat, drink, and never worry about a bill or anything and such, not have to worry about your next meal, would you do it?
Oh yeah.
So why what the fuck is the government doing?
Oh yeah.
Because think about it. We were forced to stay inside our houses because of COVID. So that's what we did. We sat here playing video games and doing all those things, all whatever. And now they're pushing us outside of our houses and implementing new policies to make it so that we have to stay in our houses, but then leave our house when it comes to being completely necessary. Jobs, shopping, other things, but no vacations. What the fuck is going on there?
Oh yeah. Surprisingly, they even got rid of unions. Well, like in some places, so
Yeah.
you can't unionize. Like, don't get me wrong. I know some people say, "Well, union is not the best," but like, there are good perks to
Oh,
unionize.
fuck, man. Dude, we could start a fucking union right now.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my God. Here's another thing, Tom.
Mm.
Content creators. Everyone's in it about themselves. Everyone's like, me, I gotta be the top, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. If you worked in the United States Postal Service, do you have that same mentality? I gotta be in the top, yeah?
No, not
And then
really.
there's other people that are gonna be like, I'm gonna smoke crack. Still within the post office, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Thing about it is that even content creators are like that. There's gonna be the guys who are on the top doing their things, and they're gonna be the people that are, smoking weed and sexually harassing, other content creators because they find it funny.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll have literally no fucking reason in shape, way, or form. And then there's us who are, doing our shit, working our asses off, trying new things, experimenting, talking, you know, putting in the work in the hours, and not really seeing a lot of return. Remember when we streamed on Twitch? Me, you, Luana, and you remember when we told each other how much we got paid for our subscriptions?
Oh yeah.
You remember how pissed all 3 of us were?
Yeah. Out of all people, I was paid the lowest compared to y'all.
Exactly. But see, Twitch says everyone gets equal pay.
Oh yeah. That's a lie. Like
Yeah.
literally, like I have. I haven't even seen a pay on myself for like a long time.
Yeah,
Like, and even if I grind myself, like honestly, like there was no return at all.
yeah. I just got affiliated on Kick a while.
Nice.
Here's the deal. If you gave me uh the fuck was it 60 subscribers, take a guess on how much I would get paid on Kick.
Hmm. $15
Almost
an hour?
290 fucking dollars.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. If you subtract Twitch's cut and all that shit, you'd be making 90 fucking dollars.
Oh yeah, big
You
time.
you would be making $90. I would make 170. Luana would make 270.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck is that fair?
Oh yeah.
And I crunched these numbers in preparation of this podcast. I did this about a week ago. So the thing is that like I genuinely think that if we unionized all the content creators, on a platform, streaming on Twitch, Kick, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
we could have the same amount of power as other fucking, unions that are actually within the world.
Oh yeah. It's just a matter of establishing it as a union is a question.
No, it's entirely basically the same fucking process. All we have to do is work together and then vote on a fucking leader for the entire union and then, set out a guide, set out a plan and all this other shit, and then bring in content creators into the union, into the mix, and do
Mm-hmm.
that necessary. Like that's how we would fucking do it. So then it would no
Yeah.
longer be a dog eat fucking world that these content creators think it is. We're working together.
Oh yeah. You're probably gonna need. We're gonna probably need someone that's in the internet 24/7 because remember the internet's fast. Your mentality will be brain rot.
Yeah,
Not even I or you can keep track on that. It has to be someone that actually has their time on the internet. Like
there's a
they're
better
at home most of the time.
there's a better way.
Hmm.
You get your leader, right? You get all this
Mm-hmm.
stuff set up in the motion. Here's the thing. Everyone's gonna have discrepancies. Everyone's gonna have their own little problems. You make a fucking AI to go through and process all of these informations, all these little things, and have it go through all of this. And we take those main topics, those things, because what it would do is like if you sent in a request saying, "Hey, I want more money," and then another person said, "Hey, I think our payouts are too low," it would take those and say they're talking about money, they're talking about money, they're talking about the same thing. They want more money. Here's the
Mm-hmm.
thing: 200 people said they want more money because payouts are too low, and
Mm-hmm.
then it just brings it to the people in charge.
Mm-hmm.
That's setting up the system. It's not like having 10 million fucking content creators and then having 10 million fucking employees for each fucking content creator. We're on the internet, bitch. We can fucking utilize it.
You could. It,
You know?
just like I said, you just need one person to monitor that and notify us because AI is there, but sometimes AI can fuck itself up too.
Yeah, but
So,
we're just making it a fucking assistant.
oh
That's all.
yeah, a system based on it,
No,
which
it's
is pretty
just an
good.
assistant.
Assistant.
Yeah. So then this way,
Yeah,
there's no sexual harassment when it comes to, the CEO and his assistant. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I get you.
Sorry, I thought that was funny.
Imagine it's like, oh, you've been dealing with your assistant, weren't you? I was like, oh yeah, I was. It's a
Wait,
computer.
Chat GPT 5? What?
It's like, oh, it's not a real human. No, it ain't human.
Yeah. But you see what I'm saying? Like, fucking,
Hmm.
we could do that, but you want to know how the one thing that will stop us from doing it? The other content creators.
Mm-hmm.
because there's gonna be content creators who are gonna be lazy as fuck and not want to say shit or do anything, not even sign their fucking shit in, or whatever, sign up for the union. Then there's gonna be other
Hmm.
content creators gonna be like, I get paid 95% of whatever Twitch gives me, so therefore I don't want this to go through because I want you to stay poor and me rich.
Oh yeah.
Like there's gonna be those content creators that are gonna try and ruin those things.
Oh yeah. You have to really evaluate and reevaluate them, of course, as a person.
Yeah. So that I mean, we've both seen that, Tama. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
for fuck's sake, just in Outlaws alone, how many times have I been fucking targeted by other content creators because I was, doing shit and they're like, I'm jealous.
Oh yeah.
It's like, why the fuck can't we just work together, process the information, and do whatever needs to be the fuck done?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's something that's like it has to be effort, and it's kind of
Well,
hard for some people to put that effort. Well, some
yeah.
will put effort, but it's just most likely the other people that won't put the effort.
So you know what I want to do?
Mm.
I I want to make it so that there will be no hateful fucking spits between people and all this other shit within like, you know, content creation shit. Because like
Mm-hmm.
there are content creators that are like, oh, I'm better than you, Nana na boo boo, stick your head in doo doo.
Mm-hmm.
Like I make $10 million off one stream. You make nothing. It's like, okay, good for you. I'm just here to ask you, how the fuck do I sign up a Gmail? Like,
Um.
like when it's really fucking stupid. Like we should work together, but instead we're fighting each other. Like think about it like this: when the fuck does Black Lives Matter actually matter?
Only when it's necessary in
Every
their
four
benefit.
years,
Mm-hmm.
every election cycle,
Oh yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, it's improved a little bit, but there's still a little controversy under there.
it improved.
A little, just a little. All I can say is that is like it's still the same, but it's kind of like smidge. That's it.
I haven't seen any improvement. Actually, I
Yeah.
think it's gotten worse. I mean, like, dude, you know what I would do if I was president?
Mm.
I'd make a grocery store chain list where like it doesn't have any walk-ins. You just go on a website, look at everything on there, and then you're gonna start ordering it, start picking things out, doing all that. And then when you pay for it in full, the groceries are gathered for you and then shipped to your house. Like Uber Eats
Right.
type shit.
Oh yeah.
Except
Heck.
this would be like utilized in the areas like, hoods, Detroit, things like that. So then this way it gets people's jobs within those areas that actually, need money. They're gonna get that job. Second, we have no, you know, looting, rioting, whatever, traffic, stealing, theft. At the
Oh
same
yeah.
time, we can keep the areas anonymous, so then therefore, we don't get torched.
Oh yeah. Applying job for another job,
Yeah,
or giving a job for a job.
yeah. But like it's creating a new business in the area that they don't aren't having businesses because of theft. Like
Oh yeah.
when and I mean the even reason why they're stealing is because they don't even have fucking jobs to pay for the shit. They're broke. They're hurting. They need
Oh
food.
yeah. And knowing how the system is right now for job applications, it's sad. Like,
And
like
whose
there's no.
fucking fault is it?
Oh yeah, the companies.
No, the government.
Oh yeah, government too. Yeah.
Because the government's not giving them the proper education. They're not setting up the proper infrastructure. They're not even actually giving a shit. Like if you put an HOA there, oh, that's a white person thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're not doing what is
Oh.
necessary for the citizens, and they are purposely injecting drugs into those areas to keep those fucking people down.
Oh
Look
yeah.
at this. If you got a fucking community, everything they need, water, food, shelter, friends, people, interactions, all that, they're not going to
Hmm.
use drugs. You
Oh
get
no.
you get one person alone, make them depressed, they're going to do drugs.
Oh yeah. Or better yet, even like establish a rehab just in case if a
Yeah.
medication
Yeah.
does,
Look,
do that.
they did this on rats, and rats actually did this. They took an experiment. They took one fucking rat or mouse or whatever, put him in a
Hmm.
cage, gave him everything he needs. He was doing drugs, OD'd, whatever. Then they took that same fucking rat after they rehabilitated or whatever, put it in a fucking community with all the other rats and all this other shit. Didn't even do drugs once, but they all had the same access to the drug.
Oh yeah.
And I think it was cocaine or something like that.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I think is like you're right, based on a community as well as mental, like the mentality, mental health.
Yeah.
That's based on what a rehab is. It's like if you can build a rehab as well as other stuff with it, you have a good community, a strong one, because now there's no drugs, there's no issues, no theft,
Yeah.
nothing. It's just a
Rehab
good
is
community.
rehabilitation. This isn't rehabilitating. It's just basic common necessities.
Oh yeah, it's a common necessity to be on the side. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, if you need it, you need it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah. Hey, Tom, please go on a tangent. I need to use the restroom. And yeah.
Yeah. As far as anything else is like when it comes to those type of things, it is a bit conflict, like I said. Uh, I think it's possible, yes, but it's a matter of the system how it perceives it. And going back to the jobs, I think there is. It's basically yes. Aries is right. It's a government issue, but it is also partially also a company issue as well too. But the government does not enforce it to those companies, which it should apply that. There's a reason why we have job issues. People are not getting jobs that they need, and even if they're qualified for it, they're not going to get it. And if they go for other places, like I said, it's a endless loop. And people come with this narrative saying, why aren't there not a lot of people working? And it's like, we wonder why. Because there's Indeed, LinkedIn, other job applications areas where people can apply or not getting what they need specifically. And if when they are qualified and they gone through the educational system, or even then, even if they're qualified for experience, it does not apply unless the job wants it. And sadly, it's like I said, it's okay if a company were to accept it or not, but at the same time, qualification, why are they asking for people? There's the question there too. Is like, why are open positions open? Why are you putting that if you know that if you don't need people specifically? And it's sad because that's also another exploitation that people were speaking about way back, where companies actually get funding from the government saying, hey, I can't find the people. Can you fund us because our company will go down? There's another system with that, and they're exploiting that. So, government should also intervene and make sure that our company is being genuine, or they're being slimy and just taking the funds from them, which should be, stricted to say, hey, if you need people, do it. Don't hold off on that either. But yes, there is a broken system, and the government's more of the response. Well, they're more responsible for it than anything else. But that's just a transparency on my side, honestly. But Aries has probably have a different point of view, or probably similarity. I don't know.
No, I agree, except on one little detail.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not broken. It's designed to do this.
Uh, and I'm not surprised it is.
Yeah. And the reason why I say this is because if you think about it like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
The system is, working entirely fine. How much money does the government make?
I
More
don't
than
even
what we can
know.
fathom.
Hmm?
More than what we can fathom.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we are spending more money on military than we ever had before, and we have the least amount of numbers we've ever had before.
Oh yeah.
How does that
That's
make
sad.
sense? If you have 800,000 Marines,
Hmm.
each Marine will cost around $20,000 in gear and supplies alone. Add training, shelter, all this other stuff. You're looking maybe at, even transportation, ammunition costs, all of it. Maybe 100,000. Yeah,
Hmm.
everything. So why are we spending 800 billion?
Oh yeah. That's a question that comes into mind too. There was like a comment I saw on Facebook. Not on Facebook. It was on YouTube actually. The shorts. And it talks about like, oh, military. Can we have this much billions of dollars? And then it's like because we're missing equipment. I'm like, how the fuck do you lose that shit? And then you want more funding from that.
Oh, I know. Uh, we gave it all to Al Qaeda.
It's
Uh,
not a surprise.
sorry, sorry, that's insensitive. The new Republican Democratic State of Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, and more. Yeah, no, we left trillions of dollars of hardware, helicopters,
Mm,
all this other stuff. State of the art equipment
be
like Apaches.
all of that behind. And I was like, bruh. And you say you lost it. I'm like, I think you know where it is. It's just you don't care to get it.
Yeah, wasn't that at the very beginning of his presidency?
Yeah, I don't know. It depends.
I don't know either. But I
It depends
can't
on
say
certain
this without
presidents.
equivocal doubt. We're all getting fucked.
Oh
And
yeah.
everyone wants to blame each other, and
Oh,
fight
you
each
can.
other instead of actually looking at the fucking root cause. Like, think about it like this, right?
Hmm.
How is this statement bad? I genuinely do not know. This is a legitimate, actual question. I'm not saying this for, to get an uprise or anything. This is a genuine question that I have for anyone. Please answer this. How is it saying all lives matter a bad thing? I genuinely
Mm,
don't know.
it's a tough one because it's a reverse psychology term too, sadly. Because what you're thinking is exactly should be right, but some people deflect it as another.
Yeah,
And like I said, it's out of malice. And so they say like, well, it refers to only this race, this so and so. I'm like, so us are excluded, right? I'm like, yep. And then okay, what about like in general? I was like, that should be it, right? I'm like, yeah, it should, but it ain't,
yeah, but like
sadly.
if I just say all lives matter, and I genuinely mean that, like I don't care what your race, sex, ethnicity, your status, I give zero fucks. As long
Hmm.
as you are not causing harm to people in any shape, way, or form, you're good in my book. So when I say all lives matter, I mean literally everyone's life matters. I don't care about your ethnicity, race, religion, doesn't matter to me.
Oh yeah, and like I said, transparency. I think what failed with All Lives Matter it was transparency, because people just said all lives matter, right? But they did not state the obvious, and people over speculated and just dissected the shit out of it, and now it's no longer in all lives, but it should be where it says like everyone matters, like all individuals. But some people now did not state that during that time, and they say, well, it's just specifically towards this, and it came to bad people's malice. Like some people that were racist, homophobic, all that stuff, right? Applied that all lives matter, which is sad because there was a good meaning to it behind it where it says everyone matters. It's kind of like, with the same as, the other groups where it says, yeah, you're applied, but now we're throwing away, the whites. Hey, you ain't important. We are important. And now it's kind of like excluding. And that's not the purpose either. We're not supposed to exclude. So it kind of throws a separation. And I think that was the main concept that some people, or at least the government, saw and saying, "Oh shit, we got to do something about that," because now people are gonna rebel.
I mean, they're gonna rebel anyways. I mean, like, come on, if you tell them that there's no more Twinkies, they're gonna rebel.
I know it's a what's the word, and I think that was good, but it's a word. It came in the philosophy department, and the word is called metaphysics, and it's kind of like an endless loop of words to
Yeah.
manipulate. So, like, let's just say Aries says, "Hey, dude, you're awesome, right?" Or no, that's kind of an easy, not too much of a broad, vague word. Let's just say that, "Hey, Tama, I like you. You're cool, right?" And the first thing in your mind is like. You mean relationship? You mean, you know, friends? You mean this? You mean that? Are you saying you want to be in a relationship with me? I'm like, no. What you refer to is, hey, I like you. Your personality is awesome, but I don't see you as in a like relationship. It's more like a friend type of thing. And that metaphysics changes, breaks those words apart, and makes it as if I'm making this one a priority over the other thing, which is your priority. So I separated those words.
Okay, so two things. One, that's just common society, common sense. At the second time, wait, you don't want to date me? I thought
But you
we had
get what
something
I mean.
good, man. We talked like every other week.
But it's kind of like that. It's like metaphysics. They're applying metaphysics in real life. It's like the what aboutism.
Yeah,
And it's like, dude, don't think too far. Think about what the transparency of that person's saying first before you assume going far.
yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that in the philosophy department said. It's a good experience to know stuff, but it's a dangerous route because it reaches a dangerous ideologies. So you're going through an endless loop of nothing burger. And they even stated there's some people that were philosophers that were in metaphysics that never even solved their solutions. And it's been there for years. And some people say, well, that department was just lacking solutions. Like they never solved the answers in life. They never solved what it means to solve world hunger, ethics, morals. Everything was thrown off the bus. But that's what's happening around the
Rosa
world. The
Parks.
metaphysics. Yeah. Hmm? What?
You said everything was thrown off the bus. I'm like Rosa Parks.
Oh yeah. Oh, that kind of stings a little bit, but yeah, that's a fair truth.
Yeah, but I'm making a fucking point with it, right?
Yeah.
Everything and everything with this, right?
Hmm.
It's all design.
Yeah. You got to just be self-aware with the design of itself.
Yeah, but like think about it like this, right?
Hmm.
Did you know in a lot of colleges nowadays, yeah,
Hmm.
there are cultural sections where
Oh
if
yeah.
you are any race except white, you are welcomed.
Mm. Oh yeah.
Now, here's the thing, that's segregation.
Oh yeah. It can be a new term or segregate. Like it's like I said, some people are gonna debate on saying it does not exist. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist, but you're gonna make it exist by mistake.
But see, with the uh, metaphysics, did I say that correctly?
Yeah, metaphysics.
Okay. That terminology of, miscommunications of common sense within society, um, that structure, that design, that little segment right there,
Hmm.
I believe is entirely designed from what I've just heard. Okay. I believe it's entirely designed just to make us fight even fucking more.
That's the ideal.
Because if you look at it like this, right? Remember Asian hate and how like even Valorant was like trying to fight against it and all that, yeah? What happened to that? It just stopped. There was nothing to do. It was just gone. They released a couple sprays on Valorant and I'm like, oh my god, this is this is the peak of all, and now it's nothing. There's nothing there except
Um,
with this.
what about what?
Oh, like Asian hate.
What up? Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. I I saw you talking to someone, and I thought I could just keep rambling.
That's all good. But what were you saying? Like the dangerous part?
Yeah. So like, think about it like this, right? We got like Black Lives Matter and all this other stuff. Asian hate. You remember how like Valorant was like trying to, you know, help stop it and all this other stuff. They released a couple sprays and things like that, and like stop the Asian hate.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's like nothing. You'd never hear about it again or anything, shape, way, or form.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Except these hate crimes are still carrying on. They're still
Oh
being
yeah. There's
there's they're still being assaulted, robbed, whatever. Like
sadly that's
the trafficking of it, the human trafficking is the worst we have ever fucking seen, and no one is fucking talking about it.
oh yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of still hidden stuff that's still not talked about.
Yeah.
Eh,
I mean, like, how often do you hear about a bank robbery?
not very much.
At
Well,
minimum 30 happen a day, and all the bank tellers are either killed or therapized, gone to therapy over it, or paralyzed.
oh yeah.
Over 30 a day. And that's just the ones I hear about, and it's hard to get that information.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the thing is, this information is being hidden from us because if we saw how bad things were actually, we would talk to each other and actually try and fix it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, for fuck's sake, if a woman is uh essayed
Mm-hmm.
or not, okay, the woman could just say she got essayed. That guy that's being accused of it will go to jail immediately, even if he's being held in any shape, way, or form, go into a court and found guilty,
Mm-hmm.
even if he didn't fucking do it. Reverse the roles. If a guy claimed he was essayed, what happens? Fucking nothing.
Oh yeah.
Fucking nothing. Nothing happens. That
Yep.
is completely and utterly bullshit.
Oh yeah. It's sad that that's the ideals of what society perceives it as, sadly. That's what
Yeah.
it's called the social contract for.
Yeah. But a
If
woman
we
can ruin your life in seconds just by uttering the words, and you don't even have to know her.
oh yeah.
Think about it like this
That's
online, right? Uh,
mm-hmm.
we're public targets. We are content creators. We design content for you. And yeah, some person, it doesn't even need to be a female. They just need to pretend to be female. They could go
Oh
on
yeah.
and say, hey, he SA'd me. You know, like this person was sending me, you know, pictures or videos or text messages, things of that nature. And yet have no proof, nothing of the sort, and straight up manufactured stuff as well. I mean, like,
Mm-hmm.
do you, all right, Photoshop. We've seen this.
Oh yeah.
How,
You can
how, like, you could fucking alter anything. You could
oh
alter
yeah. This
video.
you can ask an AI to alter it for you.
Yeah. You could
Mm-hmm.
literally we could take this podcast right here and make it so like aliens are walking in my background consistently and make it seem completely and utterly realistic. Even a fight scene and that AK being knocked over and all of that other stuff. We could alter the environment entirely,
Oh yeah.
all within the system.
That's why it's kind of getting more complex as it is. actually, surprisingly, the internet's been doing quite well, a little bit better, and trying to understand. Finally, finally understand there can be, misinformation now. Like, hey,
Not
maybe
even
this person
small,
didn't do it.
like a lot. I
It
mean,
was
like
very. Yeah.
the Inquisitor.
Oh yeah, dude, I feel bad for him, and that's because he didn't have much social media. It was just TikTok he
Yeah,
had. And what sucks is that that dude suffered the most. Like, people gave him death threats.
yeah,
People were already looking for his family. They found his family, which is pretty sad in its own. And it got to the point where he was just sad. Like, I'm glad that his girlfriend stood around, which is good because she probably knew common sense that this was probably false information because the person's been with them for the whole time.
yeah,
But what's sad is that that took a toll on him, and life and poof, that poor guy disappeared. I can't say much on that part, but they
yeah,
disappeared.
yeah. We all
You'll
know
get the
what happened.
gist. Yeah,
Yeah,
which is sad. And guess who it was? Those three people, and one was a female, and one was a boy. Guess that boyfriend was older than her,
yep.
and she was accusing him for being,
Yep.
disgusting. And
At the
the
same
thing
time,
is,
it was all confirmed. It was premeditated.
yes, it was premeditated. And what sucks is that some people said, "Oh, as like he did this to her." It's like, dude, are you looking at the boyfriend? The boyfriend, how old is he?
Yeah,
He is the disgusting person. He is a fucking adult, and she is a fucking, child. And it's
yeah,
like, are you looking at that? No, you just went in straight to Inquisitor, which he did nothing,
yep.
nothing, nada.
But it's
All they did, hmm?
so
Oh,
here's the thing. Call of Duty, they're like, oh yeah, this negative PR, let's turn it into positive for us because we have nothing going for ourselves. And then they implement his skin within Call of Duty. I commend that. The devs who did that,
hmm.
good stuff. But Call of Duty as a whole, fuck you. You're a horrible game. You trash your shit. Fuck you. But good work on making his skin actually within the game. Good shit. Everything else, you're fucked. His skin, good shit.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing that came out positive, sadly. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
like
yeah, the Inquisitor is like the biggest example. And it's a sad example. Because
yeah,
that dude needed rest. Like, honestly, he needs, restitution, like, justice, pretty much.
yeah.
Because of
And
what they did.
the people who targeted him,
Hmm.
nothing fucking happens.
No. They got away with it, and that's because people report on that shit.
Yeah,
And they
and they
still,
even did a live stream admitting that it was all premeditated and that they
yes.
did
And
it
it
on
was,
purpose and nothing fucking happens.
yes, that's what's fucked up. It's like, dude, where's the law enforcement? You guys are not paying attention to what's happening. Like, yo, the video's there, the evidence is there. It doesn't
Yeah,
take 2 cents to realize that
yeah,
it's you can just get them. It's like,
yeah.
where's the investigation?
But now I get targeted because I have a Russian nesting dolls.
For real.
Yeah, no, I actually got targeted for having Russian nesting dolls. I shit you not.
Dude, it's
You
part of the
support
culture, but
Russia?
I was like, dude, you're accept. There's a thing as well too, culture appropriation. Culture appropriation is I don't know, a culture appreciation. That's the word.
Yeah,
You're
but
appreciating the item. You appreciate it. Culture
it's
appropriation.
not even culture appropriation because I have Russians in my family.
That's why, and that's why people kind of gonna be like, they're like, "Oh, you're insulting Russia." I'm like, "Motherfucker, I have family." It's like, don't, don't get there.
Yeah, it's just like
Eh,
how people look at my username, AresMF, and they're like, he's a motherfucker. No, motherfucker.
mm-hmm. And that's
Uh,
what it sucks about it.
yeah, the MF are my initials. Morgan Freeman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on.
Mm-hmm. And that's why it gets quite upsetting.
Yeah, but everyone. Uh, but that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Everyone gets focused on those
the
little problems,
yeah, I can
and
understand.
uh,
I can understand making a mockery over it. That can be a reason, but not making a mockery and it's just there and you just appreciating it, there
Yeah,
shouldn't be an issue. It's like there was even a picture of a woman who got married to I think it was a Chinese, no, Japanese person, and she wore a dress that was Japanese culture, and people were upset that she wore it and said that how dare you wear our culture, and it was like, and then she replied, my husband's Japanese. He wanted me to wear this at our wedding day. And
yeah,
everybody's like, oh, fuck. I was like, no shit. You don't know
yeah,
the events. You don't know what's going on.
yeah.
Why are
And
you blaming the
besides,
person?
what if, they are born in Japan
And that's a thing too.
and like their parents are just, you know, not there and she was adopted. Like there could be 1,000 things within one.
Yeah. And people don't take that consideration. They just say, well, you're doing a culture appropriation. I'm like, no.
Yeah, like
There-
one parent could have been Japanese and then the other one been white. Kid was born and raised in Japan. That could have been normal for them.
Yeah. And
Or,
it's like,
yeah, fucking,
I guess appreciation's there. Nobody looks at it. If you're making a mockery, okay, you can say it. But if you're not, well, there's no point.
yeah,
So that's the thing, and it's like I hate when people debate on that. It's like, well, they did this and that. We're like, do they appreciate it? Yes. Did they make a mockery out of you and say, "Oh, you're this and that"? We're like, no. And
yeah.
they appreciate it.
Not
It's
only
like
that,
that's it.
like when it comes to, things, when did it churn from uh guilty until proven innocent to being innocent till proven guilty?
Oh yeah, the assumption is very quickly.
Yeah, because now we have re-entered the old French ways where we believe you are a witch, we will decapitate you in a public square.
Oh yeah, that's what social media is right now. With
Yeah, but we have re-entered that, and I met this guy. He flat out, I heard, I went to use the restroom, but while I was headset, I heard him flat out say when I was gone, "That's why I love Twitter. That's the only place of justice."
Twitter is no justice. Twitter
Yeah,
is a dumpster fire. I can say that with great confidence.
yeah.
Like,
Not only that,
and
it's
that's
not even Twitter anymore. It's X. It's a porn site. Chill.
dude, you don't know how bad. Like, I have my settings at like censored for a reason, and I'm seeing fucking porn, like literally in every comment, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What happened? It's no longer like younger kids like to go in now. You can see that shit without no restriction. There is no restriction. That's what's sad,
Yeah, and the thing is, yeah, I have Twitter accounts or X accounts. I don't even remember the last time I was on it.
dude. I've been
Oh
on
wait,
it, and
no,
I can say,
I was buying my mother a new car. I was at uh PM Motorsports. Yeah,
mhm. I
got
have a
got
fucking issue. Like, I have a fucking issue with Twitter there, like big time. Like
it.
big
I
time.
pissed
I
you
have
off, didn't
beef.
I?
Yes, because dude, I saw this is disturbing. Fucking disturbing. Disgusting to me. I go in, see a video of a kid just going down a slide, like little incidents, right?
Yeah,
Go down the list. I see, don't get me wrong. I'm not pointing you out, OnlyFans creators here. I'm not saying that you're shit. Get your bag somewhere else. Get it. Done it. But putting it on a fucking young kid's video, that's fucking disturbing. Seeing ass cheeks
yep,
out there. I'm like, put it somewhere else. Don't put it everywhere. I'm sorry, but some kid could be seeing that shit and it can be right there.
yeah.
Put
But
it
you,
where it's necessary.
but you just said something that's considered a hate crime now.
Mm,
Protecting the kids.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. And that's a thing too. Like people have been fighting for, fighting. Like it's like, do I have to say it? Are you pendejos? Like literally, like fight. Like literally. If there's children in that video or any children in a picture, ignore that shit. Go somewhere else. Make your bag somewhere else where it's necessary. Promote that shit. Okay, fine. You do you, but don't fucking put it on kids. Don't you fucking dare.
yeah.
Like, that ain't your way to make your bag. Because young
Exactly.
kids do see. Yeah. Like I said, yes, X is for everyone, but there is an exception, and you all aren't following your examples. And you are total hypocrites when I see you down there. Like, honestly,
Yeah,
you preach. Where's your fucking preach? I'm
dude.
sorry, I don't see it.
Props. Props to you. Props to you for saying that shit. Good. Good fucking shit.
It's true. I have beef with it. It's like, where is your morality, your
Exactly.
ethics?
Yeah. I
It's like,
100% agree.
and it's
Not
like,
only that, not only that, going into someone else's fucking content and advertising it. So for example, like Tama, let's say me and you were streaming, yeah?
yeah,
And let's say so I have keybinds on my keyboard. I have one for deafen and one for mute in Discord. I have other
mm-hmm,
keybinds for stream stuff and all this other stuff. However, let's say me and you are playing a video game and I mute myself and then talk to my chat. You know, like I just like you can see me talking, we're in Discord and all this, and I'll show you, okay, my hands are here. This is all done live, and I'll keep talking, but you will not be able to hear me. Now, oh wait, no, I clicked on OBS, so it doesn't work. But if I go like this, now you can no longer hear me, Tom, and I can
yeah,
say
I don't
whatever
hear
the
you.
fuck I want, and it doesn't even fucking matter. But then I hit this, and then you can hear me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But see, I'm talking to chat, doing all of that, and I hit that button. So you can't hear me. I'm talking, it's a seamless thing for stream. Stream hears everything, but you don't. If you
Yeah.
don't show me that same respect, so you're streaming, you don't hit that mute button, and you talk to your chat, you are disrespecting me.
Oh yeah.
But
Which makes
see,
sense.
what happens with it is like where we're doing it, it's like I mute myself because I don't want to advertise on your stream. And then you
Hmm.
don't mute and you're like, "Oh my god, hey, thank you for the 300 fucking gifted subs. That's awesome." My chat's going to be like, "Oh man, I want to go over there." You know, because it
Oh
seems
yeah.
like a party. It seems awesome even though like we're doing the same fucking thing.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing too. We all forget, and
Yeah.
that's one of them too. You need to be reminded.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
bro,
see,
can you?
I've witnessed this even fucking worse. I've
Damn.
witnessed purposely content creators building communities and getting other content creators in there. So then this way he could do that and steal their views. I've literally watched this.
Mm,
Yeah. That's
yeah.
that's how bad it's getting. It's no longer dog eat world. It's like, hey, you're a streamer? Let's collab. I'm gonna take all your fucking viewers. Fuck out of here.
Oh yeah.
And see,
Some.
that's the same thing with that OnlyFans stuff because guess what? I am banning people in Outlawz consistently now for posting their OnlyFans stuff. It's no longer just on, you know, what you were going on about and other content creators stealing. They're joining Discord servers and posting it.
Um. So that's what they're doing.
Yeah, and it gets
Ooh.
worse too. A lot of these are even scammers and not even real OnlyFans accounts. Don't ask me how I know that, but they're not even real
Mm.
accounts, and they're trying to get you to click on these links so then they can steal your fucking profiles. I gotta piss again. I'll be back, but dude, fucking props on that Twitter shit.
Yeah. But yeah, it is a bad thing. Like, if you're gonna promote your shit, please do it with an 18 and older audience, or at least an 18 and older streamer, and have the consent. Don't just go into someone else's like Discord, say, "Hey, I'm gonna promote my stuff," you know. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but don't expect to be butthurt if it gets removed and you get banned from it. Like, I know you're trying to make your bag, but please give consent on who you're gonna go into someone's Discord, because you don't know what you're gonna end up in. It can be a child Discord that you should not be in general. That could land you in a, a, custody list, or even better yet, sent to, the police department if possible. But yeah, don't want to accidentally do that shit. Have some common sense and courtesy as well to talk to other people and let them know if it's all right. Now, if they're not all right with it, respect that. And if you want to stay there, you stay. If you don't, just leave. Plain and simple. Don't make it as if it's a big thing and say it's sexist. No, everyone has their own boundaries. If they want something specific, okay. If they're okay with it, okay. But don't just go in and say, I have to barge in. This is my shit. This is not mine. I'm like, no, it was never yours to begin with. So it's the same way with your concept too. You don't want people promoting their shit on your shit. So don't be a hypocrite because I know you'll be bitching about that too. So watch your words on what you say to that person. Just ask, be nice, generous, and just move on. That's all you have to do. And like I say, going back to Twitter X, and not trying to be sexist, you do you. Promote the shit however you want, but don't put it on somewhere that's not supposed to be put. That is not right. Honestly, it's the worst thing you can do. Think cautiously and uh be well, think cautiously because honestly, let's be honest. What if the internet decides one day to say, you know what, we're gonna restrict the shit out of all these people, and we're gonna, send them to jail for what they have been sending to other places. You will be on the put on list. Like, no, you'll be fucked. So don't give it another reason. Be courteous, cautious, nice, and say, go for it. And he's like, hey, is it okay? Yes. No. Okay, cool. Twitter. Just don't put your shit on, you know, children's area,
I said
please.
same on YouTube.
Yeah. And same with YouTube. Don't go to a children's stream. Someone that's fucking young
Yep,
and say, I want to promote my shit. I'm like, dude, that's fucking disgusting.
yep.
Like, I would ban the shit out of you before you even enter that shit too. If I were to see you there, it's like, hey, someone else's stream, respect their boundaries. And if they're fucking young, leave the fuck them alone. That's it. There's like, if you want to be a streamer that's for young children, do expect the fucking streamer to ban the shit out of you
Yeah.
because those are younger audience.
But Tama, I want you to look at something.
Mm-hmm.
What if me and you owned a site and content creators were on it? How awesome would it be?
It'd be good.
Content creators make a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
policies in place, protecting children, open and free speech.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Oh yeah, making sure everything is like I said. If it's an adult website, it's an adult website. Don't
Yeah,
just just do like even for a younger audience, please don't just join into something that realizing there are precautions for that shit. And if we know you're there, we're gonna kick you out,
yep.
regardless of what age.
But see, you know how we can, have a younger audience and have the adult section at the same time?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
For
like putting a
verification
section for
checks. Yeah.
true.
I mean actual verification checks. So for example, this is gonna turn a lot of people away from it. Don't even get me wrong. But like if you want to view actually like 18 plus content,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, pornographic of that nature, we could make it so that they have to take a picture of their fucking ID.
Oh yeah, I think some sites, including OnlyFans, does that too. And it's like
I don't know.
where like yeah, I actually had to look into it a little bit. Is like what restrictions do they have?
Yeah, I mean, I had to
And
do it when I was purchasing nicotine products online. So,
yeah, OnlyFans does that when you're gonna make a profile, and they'll still flag you if you're like going into pornographic. They'll let you in for the other stuff, which there is a section for good OnlyFans things like no NSFWs, but even then it's still abroad. But the concept of ID is more necessary than anything, to be honest, to know if you're genuinely real.
yeah, but see,
And
like, there could be those two segments. So, like, there's the, normal platform and all that. But then if you want the deep, dark stuff, it's locked behind that ID stuff.
Yeah, which makes more better sense. Like to
Yeah,
say,
but
hey,
like
if
me and you doing this and just swearing casually and doing our thing and freedom of speech, kids aren't gonna want to watch this. And at the same
no,
time, there's nothing like actually bad we are doing that,
no,
kids should not be able to see besides, ours the swear words and conspiracy
yeah,
theories. But this wouldn't be locked behind that 18 wall.
no, and you have to judge like precisely and saying, okay, this one's good. It's not like bad,
Yeah.
but it's good.
But see,
But that
then the
makes
actual
sense.
bad stuff goes behind that 18 wall. And if we were the owners of it and we saw someone doing this stuff, like, naked yoga, it's educational. Fucking, we'll just be like, okay, change all of your stuff to 18 plus now or you're banned.
Hmm.
YouTube would have
Because
just banned them.
hmm
We
because
gave it
anything
all
edu yeah, be honest, there's some educational stuff that yeah, there's nudity there, but people don't children don't see that at the age of college here, like when they're an adult.
Yeah, but the naked yoga on YouTube as of right now is
Yeah.
all jerk off material. Like it's all wanker shit.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, it's not educate. To be
so,
honest, it's not. It is educational, but not for younger kids. It's meant for older audience. It's like, hey, this is something you can learn when you're older, like maybe just meditate and all that stuff. But it's
yeah,
naked, of course.
yeah. I don't
But
think a 16-year-old kid should even know what the fuck naked yoga is.
no, that's like as far as I know, they should know what the term is, like what it is. Okay, fine. But looking at it, no.
Yeah, but at the
Personally,
same time, like kids will only do stuff that they are interested in. And if you put
hmm
something in front of them, so for
hmm
example, hey kids, you want to smoke? Yeah, smoke, like big tobacco and all that shit. The kid's gonna fucking want to smoke.
oh yeah,
You put naked yoga in front of them, they're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm gonna be like so happy. Yeah, because like they're thinking it's gonna be like a bunch of hot women.
oh yeah. And
So they're
the
gonna
thing
want to
is,
yeah, but it's fucking
yeah,
stupid.
there. I know there should be a restriction of visual versus reading, like education reading.
Yeah,
Like you say, okay, that's what yoga means. Okay, move on. There's no pictures, no nothing, no videos. You just know that information. It's there.
exactly.
It's kind. Hmm?
Exactly. Like they shouldn't even be
Mm-hmm.
able to look it up, honest. Like,
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. Like there should be a little bit more transparency on it, but people don't look into that too much.
yeah. But you want to know the one big problem? The only reason why we can't do it,
Hmm.
money.
Oh yeah, it's expensive to own a website. To be honest,
No,
is it cheap?
I own three.
Hmm. How much it cost you, or is it for free?
Nothing.
Damn,
Straight up nothing.
nice.
You know my donations?
Mm-hmm.
That's my website. The Outlawz website I'm still working on. That's
Mm-hmm.
another one. I'm working on another website for Galaxy Gamers.
Mm, nice.
Three websites I paid nothing.
Where did you even get it anyway? Is it like
Google. It's all made for
Google,
Google.
like that domain and everything?
No, they give you the domain, I guess. If you want your own custom domain, then yes, you pay for it.
Oh, okay. So Google does offer that then.
Yes.
Okay, because I know there's other websites that offer it, but with an expense.
Yeah. But
So
see,
I didn't.
the thing is about this is that like, you have the tools necessary to do the things. The reason why I save money when it comes to, building this kind of site and all that is because one, you need it done professionally. You need to be able to
Hmm.
have those tabs and servers. You're gonna have to consistently keep it running and operating. We could get servers through Amazon through dirt cheap fucking methods. However, we need that influx of cash to be able to grow exponentially. So then this way we can get content creators and actually pay them their amount. So viewers come in, pay subscribers, that
Hmm.
makes us money. But if we don't take a big enough cut, we lose money. And that's because we're paying for other services and other things. So there needs to be a median ground. And that's why I would say sponsor partnering affiliations and shit like that. So then this way we're making that money, not being having to make it so that we're taking 50% of people's fucking revenue. At the
Oh
same
yeah.
time, we would have to implement the ads in a nice, coherent way. And here's how I'd say we do this. You know,
Mm.
on Twitch, when you go live, that that stream, you'll get an ad and it'll interrupt the content tenfold, and you will not know what the fuck happened for the past 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We could make it so that, the stream could be paused. So like when an ad pops up, stream gets paused and you can hit skip ad.
Oh yeah.
And then once that ad is gone, that stream goes back unpaused. Automatic.
Oh yeah. That would be
That,
better because.
that would be a better way of going about it.
Mm-hmm. But I know some companies don't like the skip ad. That's for sure. That's
Yeah,
one
but
of them,
fuck them.
sadly. Yeah, fair.
At the same time, if we don't do the skip one, it still does the same job. Ad gets played, content is paused, the viewer can go back, and if they want to make it go back live, they just refresh the page.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, there's other ways to go about it. We could fucking do a sidebar on both sides with ads. There's that. We could also make it so that you could fucking have a tab where you can go and watch ads and get ad free viewing on streams.
Mm. Yeah.
So if you go and force yourself to watch ads, guess what? Ad free viewing.
Oh yeah.
There's another way. Here, I'll give you another option. We can make a game out of it.
Mm.
So, for example, okay, let's say this is our website, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is our website. And we get a viewer, they come in and let's say they watch, fuck it, 25 ads, okay? 25. We give them this little coupon. Wow, coupon. They take this coupon and they're like, okay, I want to watch this streamer and I want ad free viewing. Now I can subscribe to them with this coupon because I watched these ads and now I have ad free viewing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that
That
did?
could be it. Mm.
That content creator gets paid, let's say $4 out of that, okay? $4. We just made over 100 fucking dollars. Let's say if each ad that person watched to, make that $5 to subscribe to that person, we made what, $2,500 off that person watching ads, and at the same time, we can also take the money from the content creator as well. We took $1.
Mm-hmm.
So, how's that not profitable?
Mm-hmm.
It could have been the same ad on repeat, just saying. Like, there's
Yeah,
multiple
that's
ways
true.
to go about it. I
Oh
just
yeah.
gave you 5 different fucking ways Twitch could be better.
Mm-hmm. Which Twitch hasn't done stuff.
No, because they're fucking idiots. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Even the famous right now. I think one big content creator left as well too, and is you already know that content creator, female content creator, Pokemon.
She left?
She left. She left Twitch and went to YouTube.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, surprisingly, out of all people, she left.
I
That
I
it.
I had no idea. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's because right now Twitch was not going. I think she had the same issue too. Twitch is not going the route that's supposed to be going, and they're switching to YouTube since it's a better place right now when it comes to. Well, not even a better place. It's still the same, but
Kick is way the fuck better.
hmm I don't know about Kick though. But I don't know if she's noticed that part. But so far, YouTube is what I heard.
It would be funny if she went on TikTok.
Yeah,
You know why?
it says a lot there. Hmm.
Because she was so hypocritical of it.
Oh yeah,
It'd be so fucking funny.
pretty much.
Yeah. Either way, we've gone over time by an hour.
Yeah, we're over the time already.
Yeah. Do you want to call it?
Yeah, I gotta call it either way. I gotta sleep to do my overnight shift.
Okay, so hey,
Yeah.
everyone who tuned in during or after the fact, it really does mean a lot. Thank you guys. Please, everyone, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay you. And we will see you in the next one. So please have a good one
Peace, everyone.
and peace. I'm on the ending screen. It's so pretty and green.
Your
Wow.
lovely end screen.
I know, right? I made it all
Hmm.
myself.
Of course.
Oh, you just ended yours like that?
Yeah, I don't have a like ending screen. I
I
could
can
make
make
one,
you.
but it's just
I'll make you one, motherfucker.
it's all right, bro.
No, I
You don't
made
have
this
to.
animation. I made this. I'll make
It's
you,
fine, bro.
dude.
It's all right.
I'll make you an intro, an outro, a BRB, a transition, like a stinger. I'll whatever you want, bro. I'll make it.
I'll let you know on that later on.
I'll do it to your colors, your branding, your artwork. I'll do whatever the fuck
Mhm.
you want me to do. I'll be your whore.
Okay.
This is still live. All right, I'm gonna hit.